we've been able to re-establish the line to Gregory Hartl in Geneva, and we can join him again to talk about the cholera epidemic in Yemen. Gregory, hopefully you can hear me better now. It's Kamali here at TRT in Istanbul. Now, we've reached another devastating milestone in the cholera epidemic. 500,000 people now affected by this disease. What are the WHO doing to try and get aid into the country?
Well, certainly we have been working incessantly to try to get aid into the country. It's very difficult given the fact that the airports and port access has been limited, but we have brought aid into the country. We work on supporting, for example, the blood banks and the system there, and we have brought in medicines into the country, and we continue to do so. Obviously, however, the fact that the conflict continues means that it's not easy, and it also means that many health services have been interrupted or stopped.
Absolutely, and this, as we've been noticing over the past few months, only seems to be getting worse, Gregory. I mean, what can be done by the international community to try and stem off this increasingly devastating epidemic?
Well, yes, as you say, the epidemic continues. I think at the moment we are working very hard in the country on preventive measures. So we do have over 1,000 diarrheal treatment points and centers in place. So there is the possibility for treatment all over the country, but oftentimes because of the conflict, people cannot access the treatment centers, unfortunately. And with cholera, what's most important is to try to prevent it rather than treat it. And cholera is eminently avoidable. With proper water and sanitation, you don't have cholera. But again, water and sanitation services have been very severely disrupted because of the conflict going on there.
Absolutely. As you say, it is preventable, this disease. Now, what action's been taken and what recognition do you understand there is of the sides fighting in this civil war of this escalating epidemic of cholera?
I can't really comment on that.
Have you not heard anything from any of the sides involved in this war? I mean, the UN must have contacts with people there that may understand what's happening and may have some impact on being able to get aid in.
Well, certainly, I mean, what you're talking about is something which is very much happening on a political level, and we operate on a health level, so to speak. And what we do and what our fellow UN agencies with us have been doing is we certainly would want to see and are calling for a complete cessation to hostilities. But this is something which is much larger, unfortunately, than just health issues. WHO is working with its partners on trying at least to get doctors and other medical staff paid in Yemen. They haven't been paid for almost a year, and obviously they need support in order to be able to support their families. The health system is almost at a state of collapse. There's a lot that we need to do, but in a situation where there's conflict, it becomes much more difficult.
Absolutely. Okay, Gregory Hartl, thanks for joining us from the WHO in Geneva.